Pro-Am tomorrow, so this is gonna be on hold. I haven't touched this since takeover, and there is a lot of dirt in the engine bay. I'm going completely off. This has already been washed once, but down in there it's all nasty, down there is all nasty, which sucks. But put the interior back together because my gas gauge doesn't work. I never figured out why, so I'm just gonna throw it back together. It's gonna be hard to tell, but I have a thermostatic sandwich plate and then another sandwich plate just for sensors, and I don't like that. You can see that plug right there. That's an OEM test port for oil pressure. So I'm gonna move my oil pressure one to that, so it's just like as accurate as it can be, because it's not in like two sandwich plates and all these sensors everywhere. I want my ECU sensor in that plug, because yeah, just for that. There's that. On this car, I got my Ironmans in it. The door's locked. I only have 4 tires. One day I'll finish this, but until then it's gonna sit. Too many projects. I'm gonna do all my tires for Pro-Am. I'm gonna install a drift armor bash bar since mine's OEM and cut shit. I bought some more Worksy Archives. Show you a before. Spray paint doesn't match at all, so don't hate. But this was super cracked and super bent. I had it straightened out and welded, and then I didn't have them finish it. I grinded this to make that a slot again. But yeah, far away they look sick, and they're perfect for drift wheels. I think I paid like $200, maybe $250. I really can't remember. But drift spares for the 240. Those are 18 by 8.75, stupid XXR size. But I have 0 camber and stock body, super pulled, and it still barely fits. So I don't know how these will fit with a 235/40. So the reason why I'm putting a bash bar on, owner before me cut the back out for intercooler clearances, and I hit somebody one time and it bent it, so now it doesn't really work. And then for the last event, takeover, I cut that out of it for my intake hole, my license plate cover. Okay, so yeah, hopefully this works out. Okay, I got it off. It was that bolt and this bolt, same on the other side, so 2. And let's see. Since this has been totally like stripped and cut so much, ooh, I think I'm adding weight. I'm sure that was lighter than that originally, but that's been like, it's a skeleton now. So, I don't even know how this is supposed to mount. Okay, one of my other videos, if you want to see how I made this, go for it. But it's so all the air that comes in through the car has to go through the radiator. Dang. Oh, there's rubber in this thing. Okay, it looks like it goes in that hole, and then the bottom one is either that one or I need the drill, but there's this tab on both sides. Wow, fucking S13s. Probably like used to be like a airbag mounting point. There we go. Let's see how bent my chassis is. It's loosely. Just a little snug. Get the bolt from the other side. I'm actually a little surprised. Ooh. A little issue there, might need little love taps. If you guys can remember what this car used to look like, it had a different front end. It's still not finished. Like I still need to paint the doors, the quarter, the hatch, and the tail, or the tailgate. But it was in a front end accident. The guy said like 20 or 30 miles per hour. You can see the wrinkle there. But it was on a frame straightener, and see how well they bent it back. Oh wow, that fucking thing came out again. Okay, it's bent back in. Jesus. Perfect. Okay, so that bottom hole perfectly lined up. Let's go around to the other side. Dang. It looks like it's a little low. That's good enough for me. Okay, that was the easiest install ever. This thing I think is under 200 bucks shipped. It's not tight yet. I just need to tighten the bolts, but protects the intercooler and like light crashing. You could spend like $300 and get a street fraction one. It's all TIG welded. They do look nice, but for like actual drifting, I don't know. I could always add on to this for very cheap and still make it way cheaper than street fraction. This is MIG welded. It's another reason why it's cheaper. But I don't know. I think it's just, this car will get wrecked. And I don't know if that huge street fraction one would help like this. This is like light speed crashing. Like 240's bend so easy. You guys saw probably more skids stuff it into the wall. And it's like whole car, that bash bar didn't do shit. So yeah, this is just to protect the intercooler and light crashing so I could still drive. Time to put the front bumper on. Seems to work to me. Good, so oil pressure does not reach where it needs to go. So it reaches right there, that little cap, but it won't reach right there. Fuck. So jacking from this tow hook area, this probably stiffens up the car a shit ton. So I'm not twisting the chassis when I jack it from here. And there's a decent amount of room in between here to do a trans jack. So I might do that in the future. It looks like I'm an idiot or Nissan's an idiot. They have 3 plugs. One's really short, a little bit longer, and a little bit longer, and the wiring harness starts from over there. They want the shortest one here, the middle, and then the longest here. So it's like flopped, so when I put the gauge cluster in, it was backwards. But now I have a working gas. A 2-day event, that's all the gas I burned. It was on a 2.5 mile road course, drifting. This freaking JZ is fuel efficient. It's fucking crazy. Damn. But I'm just happy I got that to work, and now I can wire in my RPMs to work, which is sick. I've been stressing about that, but hell yeah, I'm excited. So just did my oil change, cleaned the engine bay of all the dirt. You can see how the bash bar fits in here. It's gonna suck if I get in a crash. I guess that could be a positive of Street Faction, because I don't know how tight their stuff fits. But yeah, I got like 6 inches until my car does anything. So yeah, there's that. Engine bay's clean. I'm gonna let the water dry before I start it. I'm gonna burp all the coolant, make sure there's no air bubbles in it, rewash it, take the tires off, test those bad boys on it, and then yeah. Nice. That seals very good. God damn, it's leaking. Uh-oh. I don't think it's gonna fit. God. It's like perfect fitment. It's retarded. But with the tire, that is like retarded perfect. There's a little bend there. That's why they're drift wheels. Does this look like oil to you guys? Assuming this doesn't leak out. I hope it doesn't. Fill it to the line. Is that smoke? What does it smell like? I don't know. Oil. I That looks blue to you, right?
Yeah.
One wheel. Okay, let's just count wheels and tires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.